Hi. Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to my channel. This is MikiSunshine Creates, and I'm Miki. I hope we're going to have some fun tonight. But let me say, if you're watching this on replay, which I hope you are, because there's no one here yet, um, welcome and thank you. I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the bell so you'll know when I upload a video or go live. And if you're one of my regulars, hi. Like Brandy says, hey, y'all. I love that. Oh. Anyway, hi, Jerry. Hi, Lois. We got a couple of people here. Yay. Anyway, let me continue with my little opening here. This one is special because Sunday is New Year's Eve. It's a time to reflect on the past, celebrate the present, and look forward to the future. All right, let's see if we can remember any significant moments from 2022. And we all know how my memory works. Yeah, it doesn't. This will be a challenge. What about you? What are your significant moments from 2022? And I hope whoever comes in here tonight will actually join the chat and tell me what are some of the significant things you remember from 2022. Me? I live such a boring life. I do. Some significant moments of my life are built around diamond painting, of course. The mystery diamond painting exchange of 2022. I loved that. I made new friends and I had so much fun. Jerry's grandson was born. Oh, you're one and only so far. Oh, my heart is beating. Yay. Grandchildren. I'm never going to have grandchildren, but I never wanted children in the first place. What else? Oh, The Great Escape. By the way, the mystery exchange starts March 1st. You need to be signed up by January 15th so we can partner you up and you have enough time to send your partner a painting. That's why we put a deadline on it, because, it could take 6 weeks to get a painting these days. No, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. What else do I remember? The Great Escape. Oh, now that was a fun time. And we're going to have another Great Escape this year. Almost the same as last year, but we're not going to have, we don't have any prizes because that was too crazy. Yeah, it was fun to have them, but I don't know about Rebecca, but I got so mixed up that I was trying to keep track of everything and I was going crazy because I had a spreadsheet here and I had this and there. And hi, Irene. It was a cluster, if you know what I mean, at least behind the scenes. But it was so much fun. We're not going to have any required size. That's something you can discuss with your partner. We're only going to do it for a month. I'm not going to, maybe 6 weeks, maybe. Yeah, probably. No, we haven't worked out details yet. But you'll know to find information on the mystery exchange of 2022 3 blah, or the Great Escape. Check Crafting Journey Facebook group. We'll have all details there, and all the welcome will be there. Jean, hi. Love that girl. Oh, and the only requirement for both the mystery and the Great Escape is fantasy, because it's the year of fantasy, at least according to Rebecca and I. Or is it Rebecca and me? Yeah, Rebecca and me. Yeah, I decided last year that I wanted to do fantasy. I mean, I wanted to do fantasy last year, but it was the year of landscape, so we did landscapes instead. Um, and then Rebecca said, "Yeah, let's do the year of fantasy." So we've been talking about it all year, and I just started. This is Titania and Oberon. It's a beautiful painting by Josephine Wall. The only thing that I'm a little not so happy about is I got this from Diamond Art Club, but it's not the full size. They sliced off on the right and the left, a little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the top. Um, that to me takes away from the entire picture, but it's still beautiful. Um, it is a big one though, so maybe that's why they cut it. I don't know. They could have done it this way and kept the sides. Instead, they decided to go this way. Yeah, it is what it is. It's still beautiful. What happened to my? Oh, I'm watching the chat in YouTube on my iPad. Hello, Sylvia. How are you, sweetheart? Yo, Dawn is here. Good. I'm glad. So we are talking about significant moments from 2022 besides uh, Jerry's grandson being born. Yeah. Oh, you did Titanian Oberon Lois? Yeah. Gosh, it's a big one. It's funny. I always thought going with a 90 centimeter is big. This one's only, oh, this is 70 by 98. Oh, God. I thought it was 70 by 78. No wonder. Yeah, it's takes up the entire width of my table, and I have a wide table. So, oh, there goes my water. Oh, that one's empty. Onto my, I'm sorry, onto my thermos. Cold water is so good. Yeah, I've decided to really bling this up. So it only comes, it's 55 colors. It comes with 2 ABs. I wanted to bling up a little bit more. So I decided there are 5 colors that I want to change. So I just made an order with diamondpaintingdrills.com. I used Rebecca's link, which you can find in the description of most of her videos. Plus, I asked her to send me January's sample box, so I don't have to pay extra shipping, because I want to get these fat. I want to get these here, and I have to, like here, I have to skip because I wanted to put in this color in AB, which is, hold on a second. That's 7. That's 9:05. So I, I asked Alyssa because I couldn't find it on the site, so I messengered her and I said, "Do you have 9:05 square? It's not listed." So she listed it for me, yay, which is good. So I just had to leave her a note. Not the biggest thing, not the biggest problem in the world. Yeah, first world problems, right? It's been a heck of a year, though. I don't watch the news, so you want your news, get it from Rebecca or someone else. I don't, I don't watch the news. I don't want to be depressed. It gets me angry. It pushes my blood pressure up. And that really bothers me. Because I can't afford, I already have high blood pressure. I don't need more. Anyway. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know another significant moment. Actually, this year will be the significant moment for that. This year, in March, I will be 5 years cancer free. Yay! Celebrate, celebrate. Should the music? Okay, that's enough of that. I sound like Rebecca. And I'm bopping in my chair here. Come on, move over. You're too low. I can see your lines. Here we go. I'm very picky about how straight they are. All right, so somebody talk. Somebody tell me. Did you have any significant moments from 2022? I can't think of anything else. Like I said, I'm a boring person. Yeah, 5 years is awesome. I can't wait so I can get off the medication, because the medication has been making me lose my hair. Not a lot, and not like chemo, but it's getting thinner and thinner. And I brush my hair and it's like, whoa, that's a lot of hair coming out. So it's very, what's the word? Disappointing. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, if you do see me, I'm always wearing my hair in a ponytail or a bun. And I don't, what don't I do? Look at me, the memory's gone already. Oh, I don't wear bangs anymore. I used to wear bangs all the time. And since 2022, I haven't cut my hair. Not since 2020, since the start of the pandemic, when they all shoved us into lockdown. So my hair's gotten quite long. And the reason I don't wear bangs anymore is because my scalp really shows through the thinning hair. I pull it back, it doesn't show. It's the hair covers the thin spots. Oh. Let's see. Sylvia says it was your 20th anniversary. Oh, congratulations. 20 years. That's good. Wilma Jean's niece got married to a sweet Irishman. That's right. You graduated. That is something. So now you are officially a psychologist or therapist. I don't know. Aren't they both the same? I don't think so. And Dawn says, my hubby and I celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary. See, so there are significant moments in 2022 that, you guys remember. I can't, I can't, I can't even remember the anniversary of when Dan and I became roommates, but I think it was about 20 years ago. I think it was 2001 or 2002. So I think it was 20. I think it was 2002, and it was 20. It's been 20 years. God damn. We're almost like an old married couple, but we're not, and we don't want to be, because, well, you guys know neither one of us is attracted to the other. We're just good buddies. We're buddies, and that's good enough for me. He's such a sweetheart, as y'all know. I'm always talking about him and complimenting him, and I just wish he could find a girlfriend. There's a couple of couple of women he likes, but they don't like him, and I think it's because they're much younger. It's yeah, not gonna. He's the same age as I am, and I'm 68. I turned 69 in March, so he turned 69 in May. So we're not spring chickens, but we're not that old. Though I did not look forward to hitting that 70 mark. That's I'm surprised I made it this far. And either I didn't die by accident or because someone knocked me off. Yeah, I, I annoyed a lot of people when I was younger. It's just my personality. I'm very abrupt and very honest. And I'm the type of person that says, if you don't like it, go elsewhere. Because if you're going to be my friend, you have to accept me for all my foibles. And one of them is that I'm blunt. So, though I'm not, I try not to insult anyone, but it happens from time to time that someone will take what I say as an insult. And it's not meant to be. So this is why I warn everybody. You want to be my friend? I'm very abrupt. I'm very honest. I'm going to tell you what I think, whether you ask me or not. I think that's funny because so many people don't. Yeah, you turned Medicare 65. That's right. We're 60 senior citizens. But yeah, Medicare is pretty good. I have to say, it's better, almost as good as my prior insurance was. Actually, it is because I'm using the same company as my Medicare Advantage plan. I like having no deductibles. Medicare, I'd have 80. I'd have to pay 20%. So this is better. Anyway, they didn't raise our Social Security that much this year. Of course, they didn't raise it that much last year either. But I will be getting a raise for January. Yay! Of course, the condo association fees have gone up. So there's the advantage I had. I thought I was, I'm going to have some more disposable income. Yay! No, not gonna happen. We're putting that extra money, if there's anything left, back into savings, because I want to build it up again to what we had before we bought the apartment. I'm glad we bought it, but we had almost double of what we have now. I mean, I built it up some, but we had to put down almost half our savings. We really saved a lot. I'm good at that now. I wasn't good then, but I am now. I heard something, and I'm not sure where I saw it or where I heard it, but somebody said if you put $5 a week away into savings, which, or money market, whatever, is higher. Of course, you move it around, but $5 a week every week, starting when you first start working, like when you're 18 or 21 or whatever, just $5 a week. It's not a lot. It's a manageable amount, but with compound interest, by the time you're ready to retire, you'll have millions. I'm going, wow, that's pretty good. I mean, that's why people start college funds, so that in 18 years, they've got enough to pay for college. Has gotten so expensive. Alyssa's son, from diamondpainting.com, her son is going to college, or university next year. She says she can't believe how expensive the universities and the colleges have gotten. They're like, it's outrageous. And of 13 scholarships, yes, out of 13 scholarships, her son's only eligible for 2. Because those are the only 2 that are grade on 100% your grades. Smart kids will get in, and it's reverse discrimination in a way. I think all scholarships should be based on grades and an even mixture of ethnicities. I can't. My tongue is tying again. Always does that. Because that's what, I understand that they want to give the disadvantaged an advantage, and I believe in that. But I'm going to say this anyway, and I don't mean it to put anybody down, but if you're a white male in America, it's hard. But there are still poor white boys, so I don't know why. To me, a scholarship should be based on your grades. If you want to go with a certain ethnicity, how about just mix it up? I mean, that's the whole idea, is to give the disadvantaged. And there are people who are white and poor, just as there are people who are black and poor, and Hispanic, and Asian, and everything else. So it should be based on your scholarship, your actual grades. But it is what it is. So you got to save a lot. And no way would I have been able to send somebody to college if I had a kid. My brother had a tough time, but he was lucky that all 3 daughters decided to go to a state school. They went to UCF up in Central Florida, which by itself, as a resident, you get a discount. And they got scholarships because they're very smart. The girls are smart. I think all of them got at least one scholarship, partial scholarship. I think one got a full scholarship. I don't remember. And the rest was student loans. But if you have to pay everything from a student loan, forget it. You're never going to pay it back. Does anybody know if they charge interest on student loans? I would hope not. Or the interest would be like, 2%. At least in my humble opinion. And I have an opinion on everything. I'm sorry, guys. It's Friday night. It's the weekend. It's almost New Year's Eve. And I love it that it's a time to start over. it is a time to look forward to, and it is a celebration of the present, because Sunday night's going to be a wild night for a lot of people. I'm assuming that most of them get Monday off because it is the first, and usually you get the first off because you're going to have a hell of a hangover if you're anything like I was. Now, I put on the TV, watch the ball drop, and go to sleep. Well, I don't go to sleep. Excuse me. Oh, don't start, Michelle. Don't start. Okay, somebody send me their voodoo to stop coughing. I can't turn the fan away from me because it gets too hot and I start sweating, and it's very uncomfortable because my AC isn't the best in the world, but I can't have it blowing in my face because it blows. No, no. Right. I screwed it up. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I had that right the first time. And somebody said, no, Sunday. Sunday is the first. And I had in my descriptions, I had said tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Now, and somebody's told me, no, it's Sunday, it's Sunday. So I put in Sunday. I'll change it back. Let's see. Wilma Jean says, yes, interest on student loans currently is in limbo, so not accumulating until they decide on loan forgiveness. Sylvia, you know me. I mean, you guys know me. I love you all, but it will constantly amaze me why you guys come here. I mean, I find it funny because I don't know. I amuse myself, and every time I talk to someone, I can't help but be self-deprecating. Rebecca says not to do it, but it's hard not to because I've been doing it for so long, and it makes me laugh because I'm a klutz and I know it, and I know all these things about myself. I accepted them a long time ago, the good and the bad and the ugly. So I'm as blunt with myself as I am with other people. And yeah, some people are more sensitive than others, so you have to adjust your approach according to the personality of the other person. Because, like I said, some people are more sensitive, and it's easy to hurt their feelings. And I never, ever. Well, let me put it this way: if I wanted to hurt your feelings, oh, honey, you'd know I was hurting your feelings. But I never want to. But sometimes crap comes out of my mouth. I am. Yeah. Hold on a second. I need some more music here. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I can. And I find it very relaxing. So, Alexa, play my playlist, Free Music 2. Your playlist, Free Music 2 on Amazon Music. Yeah, I've got it low, very, very low. I don't want to make it loud because then you can't hear me. Or at least I worry that you can't. A couple of people said my premiere, the music was too loud. They, had a hard time hearing me. That's also because I mumble. Now, I have a hard time hearing because I have about 25 to 35% loss of hearing in my right ear. That was from my accident. And I've got tinnitus or tinnitus, whatever, however. Somebody told me that the difference between tinnitus and tinnitus is how much you pay your doctor. I don't I don't know. I thought it was funny. How much you pay, more you pay, the fancier it gets. So it's tinnitus. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just weighing it here because none of you guys are talking to me. Aw, thank you, Sylvia. I love you too. I don't know. I guess I know from experience my laugh can be contagious, especially if I really get going. But I find life absurd. Always did, always will. It's absurd. Life is a sitcom most of the time, with drama, with pops of drama and comedy. But mostly it's a sitcom, yeah. The drama, though, I wish we could have bypassed the drama. A friend's friend, best friend for 40 years, his house burned down and his husband didn't make it. No, everyone else got out, but his husband didn't. Oh, I hate you, Wilma Jean. You're eating roasted garlic hummus with pita chips. Oh, God. That sounds good. I should ask Dan to pick up a little bit. Why does this happen to me? As soon as I put a color away, I find it somewhere else. This is why I like Harbor Freight, because you can open it and just pull out one very easily. It's hard to do that with plastic bags or some of the other storage solutions. Anyway, like I said, I'm winging it here. I'm just, stream of consciousness. Is that what it's called? When you just talk about whatever comes into your mind? You found a missed color several times this morning. I find it, I just started this and I've already found missing colors at least 4 times. At least 4 different colors. And who knows, I might find another one. It's crazy. I think they move around. I do. I think they trade places with each other. And that's why you find them. Because they don't want to be found when you first do the color. They hide and they play hide and seek. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. Especially their chalupas. I love the chalupa. It's a nice, thick flatbread with. I get it with steak and tomatoes and lettuce and and everything, and just wrap it up and. I think I'm a carb lover, unfortunately, which is probably why I'm so fat. I remember when I first gained weight and I was complaining about it. And my uncle says to me, "Oh, honey, you're not fat. You're just twice the woman you once were." That was such a great reply. He got me with that one. Just twice the woman you once were. Literally, unfortunately. But he had me rolling in the aisles with that. Yeah, that made me feel better. Because, when you first start gaining weight, it's very, it's very uncomfortable. Hi, Angie. How you doing? So it's very uncomfortable, and you either go on diets like I did, constant diets. My mother did too. She kept going up and down and up and down and up and down, and I I didn't want to do that. So I hardly went on any diets. I went on Jenny Craig for a while. The first time I counted calories. I gave myself 110, 1,100 calories a day, and with a 2 day, I had a 2 day weight loss. I always lost weight the second day. So I had a 2 day. So I can eat 2,200 calories in one day and then not eat anything the next, or just, mix it up. And I kept track of every calorie I put in my mouth. I wrote it down on the refrigerator, every calorie. And I lost weight and I got skinny again. And then I didn't. I went back up because, actually it was because I had a boyfriend who I got, after my accident, I got into computers, and I moved in with my boyfriend. I divorced my husband and moved in with my boyfriend, and I'd sit there and be on the computer because I couldn't work. I was, it was rough. It was very rough. And I can't remember. It just flew out of my head. Yeah. And I would sit there, and he kept bringing me Entenmann's chocolate covered donuts. He just bring it over. And it's like, oh my God. And I got heavier and heavier and heavier. And oh, Lois, I'm coming over. I'd love to. I miss dinners, real, the way I used to cook. But I got to a point where I couldn't afford Jenny Craig. I had lost weight with it a little bit, and then I hit plateaus, and I couldn't break the plateau, and then I gained a little bit more, and then I lost again. Because when I could afford Jenny Craig, I went on it because it was working. And you hit a plateau and you switch it up a little bit, and you can break the plateau. But I couldn't afford it all the time. Food's expensive, and this was back then. But way before the crash. And I was paying over $75 a week for these foods. And I thought that was expensive at the time because I didn't spend that much in the supermarket. So it was, I finally went off completely, and I've maintained the same weight since. And I'm just a big woman now. I don't care. I stopped caring about how fat I was getting. I reached a certain point and I said, okay, I'm not going to overindulge. I'm not going to keep gaining, but I don't want to go on a diet. I enjoy what I'm eating now, and I haven't gained weight in, God knows how many years. I've stayed the same. So and I'm still walking around and healthy. My doctor says my heart is very healthy. I don't smoke anymore. So what do I need to diet? I'm 68. And I'm really not interested in attracting a man. Angie, you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing well too. Except last night, I could not sleep last night. I didn't get to sleep until like 5 or 6. in the morning. And then I kept waking up every hour. It was really a pain in the ass because I found it difficult to go back to sleep. And this was after I took my sleeping pill. Sometimes my insomnia just overrides the pill. It does. It just, that's it. Sorry, you're staying up today and you're not going to get sleep. And I get tired, but I don't get sleepy. Does that make sense? Angie says I have to get back to my protein shakes. They help me lose weight and lower my blood sugar levels. And well, my diabetes is coming back and I have to go back on medication unless I get it back down. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm very, very lucky. All this time. And I was close. At one point I was pre-diabetic. And I just cut out some carbs. Stopped eating a lot of bread, and it was fine. I wasn't pre-diabetic anymore. Well, everybody's pre-diabetic, but, I'm so lucky. My aunt had diabetes and she had it bad. She was relegated to a wheelchair, after a while, and because she lost some toes or something. I don't know. She couldn't walk anymore. But she still stayed alive for a long time. She had a good life, a good long life. For me, she died too soon, but she was 14 years or 13 years older than my mom. My mother was the youngest. She was a baby. She was a surprise baby. Surprise! Yeah. You're pregnant again. She already had 3. She's the youngest of 4. And my uncle is the oldest. Then comes my aunt. Then my other uncle. And then my mom. But between the third child, my second uncle, and my mom is, I think, 12 years, maybe more. I know she said something about being 14 years younger than the oldest. But again, I don't know, and I can't ask them. Only one of them's still around. And man, I can't believe he's still around. Wait a minute. Yeah, Uncle Harry, Uncle Arthur, Aunt Helen, and my, yeah. I was thinking all of this. I lost track. But I do that often, don't I? Anyway, if you guys haven't seen my Christmas premiere, don't. I had the worst time with that, especially with editing it, because I wanted to fancy it up a little bit. I did that, but the music got too loud at some points, and I had to keep splicing the music section, the audio, and lowering the sound. And then the next segment was too low, and I'd have to splice that and lower it up because it was one long Christmas. What do they call it when you have one after another? What is that word? Not marathon. It was one long continuous recording of different music, one after another. Medley. Is that what they call it? Medley? Marathon? Yeah. I don't know. Marathon. Or medley, because I think a medley goes from one to the other. Marathon is usually running. Or Actually, no, a marathon, you're right, is doing something for longer than usual. Like we had that in the New Year's, the Christmas premiere marathon. We called it a Christmathon. And we have DP-a-thons and Sparkle-thons and all plays on marathons because we do a 48-hour premiere live or live. Some of us, sometimes I think the Christmas is always a premiere because people get busy. Montage? I don't think so. Montage is usually visual when you just have pictures. That's a montage. I think it's medley. How about continuous? That's a good word. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hour continuous Christmas songs from that went one after the other, after the other, after the other. They were all copyright free because I got them off of YouTube. There's a couple of people out there that very nicely record music for you that you can download the YouTube there because you can download YouTube. Yeah, you can download videos, and it was a video, but it's only the audio that comes through. And I don't know how they do that, but when I put it up, it was just the music, which was nice, fine. Or did I think I detached it and then saved it. Yeah, well, whatever I did, they recorded copyright-free music for you, so because YouTube has enough to has a lot to pick from, but it's usually the same songs over and over, and there's nothing that I like. Well, so it's hard to find when I do my videos. I got that opening section that has music, then my logo reveal, which that comes with music or sound, and then the end screens, that where I say thank you, and then I put up a couple of links for videos and subscribing, and that means sometimes I get a copyright claim, and I have to tell YouTube that I'm not making any money from it, or I was granted permission. Now, I'm not making any money from YouTube. I don't. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I don't. I only have 592. I'm almost up to 600. That's cool. Last time I looked, it was only 550 something. Wow. I've gotten that many in the past month. I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Now, let's go back to Angie. Hey, I got your meaning, Wilma Jane. Angie says I finished more crocheting projects. I just finished a wrap shawl with pockets. Oh, I love those. I love it. I knitted myself a wrap shawl with pockets because I crochet and knit, but not anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I stopped. But when I was knitting and cross stitching when I found diamond painting, and that was it. It was over for me. That was the end. It was. There was. I became obsessed, and I would be diamond painting from morning till evening. I mean, seriously, from like 9 a.m. to 6, 7. And I realized, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to break for dinner because I wouldn't even eat lunch. I just diamond paint, diamond paint, diamond paint. Everybody thought I was doing it fast, but it's just I'm retired, so I had the time to do it all, you know, to do more than just a little bit at a time that you can do after work or on weekends. But now it's gotten a little worse. I can't sit in the chair. I can't sit in the chair that long anymore. So I come in the morning or whenever I wake, and I work for a couple of hours, and then I get up and I walk around, go into the kitchen, get something to drink, and then come. I sit back down, and then I will work for another couple of hours. Sometimes when it comes 3 or 4 o'clock, that's it. I am not going to diamond paint anymore. I save the rest of the evening for reading because I'm as obsessed with reading as I am with diamond painting. So I try and even it out because I don't know, I'm stuck on reading these days. It's really weird. Isn't it weird how you find something that you want to do and that's all you do? It's just like when you find something that you want to eat. And every time you go to the store, you buy more and you buy more and you buy it again and you buy it again and you buy it again. And then all of a sudden you don't have a taste for it anymore. It's like, I don't know. I don't want that anymore. That happened with my snack of sweet flavored cream cheese and Ritz. Oh my God, what a great snack that makes. The salty and the sweet. And now I have 5 containers of flavored cream cheese, strawberry, blueberry, mixed berry in the refrigerator because I went through a phase where I didn't want it anymore. I just didn't want to, I'm off that. I'm off that. So that's what happens with hobbies, I think. Angie finished her angel painting with black and white with a pop of red. You have your diamond angel paintings, all 3 done, and on shrub diamond painting. Okay, your wall's not finished. Hey, you have to take a picture of that and post it in Crafting Journey group. I want to see it. I can't see them if you don't post them. Or post them in my group. I hardly have anybody come into my group anymore. I think I've got like 67 followers. It's definitely worse than YouTube. Yeah, my Facebook group. Yeah. I try and keep it up. I mean, I've got the mystery exchange up there now. Same as Rebecca, because I'm one of her admins. So I help her. Anyway, you should see some of the stuff that she bought today. She went to Goodwill. Go post it, Angie. Run. I'm sorry. I love teasing people because I can. I also I could laugh at myself, so I don't mind it when people are always picking on me. But that's okay. Better to be pickable than despicable. I know, dad jokes. Oh my! Somebody shoot me. Yeah. Like I said, they make me laugh. So I hope you're joining me. I hope you're giggling and just listening to my nonsense that comes out of my mouth. No, I might find me interesting too, even though I don't talk about anything. I'm like Seinfeld, which was defined as a show about nothing. It's true. It was a show about nothing. And me, I talk about nothing. Just every once in a while, something from my past will come into my head, and I'll talk about it. As you know, I mean, I've told you before. And then I go through the memory losers. I get up, and this happens to my roommate too, and it probably happens to a lot of people. You're sitting down, you think of something you want in the kitchen, or you're in the kitchen, you think of something you want in the living room. You get up, you walk 3 steps, and you forgot what you got up for. That has happened to me more and more lately. I mean, Rebecca's even worried about my memory. She's worried about me that my memory's getting worse. And it is. Truthfully, it is. Oh, that's all I needed? Okay. That's all I needed. See, straighteners are good to have. They help you get everything to the end and dump it back in without having to. Otherwise, I'll go all over the place because I'm a mess. A mess. Ground, great. There's. I should be locked away. What is the Facebook group of yours named? Same as my YouTube, MikiSunshine Creates. There's a link in the description below. And I don't know if you guys realize, I always write a paragraph. Every live, I will do a different paragraph. Even every video, I never use the same paragraph. I use the same, links and other things that I've got down there. But the first paragraph is always about the video, about what I want to talk about in the live. So, I don't, Rebecca says nobody reads them anyway. I do, especially if I see something there, because I always try and make my first words something that will draw somebody in. Like when my first words on today's paragraph was, actually, I have to change it again. It was tomorrow is New Year's Eve, a time to reflect and etc. And it goes on. I read it earlier. So hopefully it'll get somebody interested. I don't know. Well, at least there's 12 of you hanging out. I don't feel so alone. I've been, what's the word? Cocooning? Not really. I just haven't been. For some reason, I don't like chatting in lives. Some of them. I don't. I'll say hi. Maybe I'll say a couple of other highs to other people, or say something about what the creator was talking about, and then I'll just sit and listen. Yeah. I don't know why that happens. Maybe because I'm usually laying in bed and watching on my iPad instead of sitting here and watching it on the computer, which is much easier. Trust me. And it's difficult for me to type. I have to sit up, but I'm a topsy-turvy person. I will be sitting in an upright or reclined position for a while, and then all of a sudden I have to lay out on my side. So I have an adjustable bed, so I lower the bed and I stretch out, and I'm laying there. And I'm reading, and it's hard to type with one finger because you're holding your head with your other arm. I lay on my right, and then it'll get to be too painful laying that way, so I sit up again. I do this all night. until I go to sleep. And when I go to sleep, I toss and turn a lot. I a lot. And every time I turn around, it's usually because of the pain, and it wakes me up. Usually I could go right back to sleep. Last night was a bummer. I could not go back to sleep. I kept waking up every hour, hour and a half. I mean, usually it's every 2 hours, but last night was I didn't get to sleep until early this morning, like 6 o'clock. But c'est la vie. I'm used to it by now. It's only when I do a marathon and I'm up for 36 hours that I start going loopy. I know, Lois. It's you just stand up, you walk 3 paces, and it's like, where did I get up for? And you can't remember. So you go back to sit down, and then it's like, oh, that's right. Let's go. I do that all the time. I mean, I'll go out for water, for another bottle of water. I'll get up, and I'll forget what I go out there for, and I'll come back with everything but the water from the kitchen. And then I have to get up and go back to the kitchen and pick it up. It's funny. I think it's funny. It's because it's silly. But I think that's been happening with me since my accident, though. And now that I'm getting older, it's getting a little bit worse because age does do that to you too. Makes you forgetful. Unless you're one of the lucky ones with a really sharp and good memory. I never have been. And especially after my accident, I had short-term memory loss actually, I still have it, but I had it for really bad for a long time. I mean, I would actually read a book, or a part of the book, put it down, go to sleep, wake up, go to read the book again, go to read the next night, and can't remember anything that I read before. But the good thing about that is I was able to reread books that I'd already read for the first time again. So there's you got to look on the good side, because it's great when you discover a new book that you like, a new author. And I must have read Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land 5 times before my accident. And when I picked it up after my accident, because I love to reread books, when I picked it up after my accident, I couldn't remember. I hardly remembered any of us. Yep. Can't remember shit. Yeah. CRS. I got it bad. All right, guys. It's 8:37, and we've been here for an hour, and I can't believe I found that much to talk about for an hour. I just wish I could find something. Nothing happens to me. I love a boring life. But you know what? I like it like that. I want boring. I don't want excitement anymore. Oh, did you see my nails? Aren't they cute? I've gotten into false nails now. Though I'm trying not to spend money, especially since I spent a fortune for me on ABs. They're just so pretty. And I have a lot. I mean, you should see the box. Want to see the box of ABs I put away? Because I was good girl. I put them in order. And these are all from, or most, from the samplers that Diamond Painting with Drills has every month when I started to switch to packets, because you only get about 800 in the jars, but you get 2,000 in the packets. And I wanted, I wanted more. That costs a little bit more, but not that much. I think that the jars are what, 24, 25, and the packets are 35. So a little bit extra, but you're getting a whole lot more. Take a look at this. I don't know if I've shown this before, but take a look at this. Let's put this over here so we don't get dust on it. Close that so I don't knock it over, which is so easy. This is one box. I have another box with crystals, ABs or crystals, and another one that I bought from Diamond Painting. It's a rainbow. Look at that. Look at that. That's a lot of freaking ABs. This entire, look at the size of this box. I can't even fit any more in here. So I have another box that I'm ready to start. I don't have enough to start it yet, but it'll happen because I'm obsessed. I blame Tia and J-Rob and all those people who love the bling out. I blame them. It's their fault. I held firm for a long time and refused to buy ABs. I used the ones that came with the kit. That was fine. Now, look at me. I'm a bad girl. But I love it. I like it. And, it's not breaking the bank. So, there we go. All right, guys, you keep a paper and pen beside you and write it down. And what, if you're getting up to go to the kitchen to get water? You write it down? Nah. But it's also probably because I get distracted easily. I'm thinking about the book that I just got up from. All right. It is time for me to go to bed. Not to go to sleep, but to go to bed. And if J-Rob is on tonight, Jen, DP Addiction of Interest, I will be there. And I'll say hi to everybody. She's on at 9 o'clock right after me. So please join Jen because she's funny. She's cute. And you got to see Baby Jude. We love Baby Jude. He's got so many ants. I love you guys, and I really want to thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate it. I'm going to repeat what I usually always say, which is be good, be nice, be happy, be wonderful, be safe, do what you have to do to keep yourself and others safe, please. Because it's still there. But until the next time, don't forget the thumbs up. Until the next time, arrivederci.